at least all the way up until this moment. She said, God is really been patient. From the bottom of the world, they want to jump on me. Jump on me. Well, it's I mean, it just is what it is. There's no need to even debate that. But what Dolly didn't see was there's some other people, according to Summer, she said she got her cousins, her grandma and them, everybody out the hood, everybody came to the show to whoop Dolly ass. She just don't see it coming though. Girl, they say they jumped out the bushes like ninjas. Girl, they blurted out people's faces and all of that. But one thing I will give Dolly, she held her own, baby. Yes, she did. She was fighting down to the ground by herself. Keyword, by herself. Because where is Lex? They finally broke it up. Summer said, I'm not letting any boo-boo. That's what basically Dolly get. Because Dolly tried to turn cold on her because she not friends with her no more. According to Summer, all of this is because Dolly is no longer friends, or Summer is no longer friends with Dolly. But they get another round and Summer loses yet again. I'm not gonna sit on here and lie. But they get another round in, I guess without the extra characters and the family and all of that stuff. And Dolly at this point done had enough. And look at Lex in the corner watching it all unfold. Even when Summer pulled up with the other girl. And I don't want y'all to get on here and say, oh no, but the she was just afraid because they're both her friends. Newsflash, Summer is not her friend. He just threatened to whip Summer's ass 2 episodes ago and Summer keep talking. They are not friends. Why ain't Lex jumping in? Even Dolly got the confessional statement, me, myself, and I. She said, Brother Plip to be 3 is this big me, and I'm gonna be told. Lex has always liked Summer more than me. Because according to you, they have a more intimate relationship. God, that's not your friend. That is a girl, your real friend. Y'all not real friend. Killer talk you right. It is what it is. And then I peeped this too. I think once Lex realized she didn't jump in for Dolly either, she had to go into protection mode. So what she did was act like she was distraught behind the whole situation, and she started holding her hands on her head, acting like she just couldn't bear to see the scene. And she was just so confused and so messed up behind the whole situation. Girl, I'm not buying it. Just because Sapphire doesn't come over there and all hug around you and hover around you, don't mean that you can get off the hook. And I was Dolly should at least want to fight Lex. Or at least watching her be dumb. It's one thing to not jump in the fight on Summer. But she has family and all types of stuff around her. Why didn't you jump in? You and Dolly don't have no beef. Girl, y'all don't get me on here starving. Eli, over there talking her shit naive, saying she did what she did, she don't care. Roy over there saying that it's wrong that some have people from the outside jump, but all of y'all do that, so it don't really matter. But some of you got to know, you got to get back on the bus and back on the tour with these girls. This how they gonna whoop your ass later on. Now keep in mind, while all of this is going on, people with nothing else to do and nothing else to bring to the table decide to go over to Dolly and have a conversation with her about what's really going on, what's real tea behind the scenes, because the girl is over there trying to figure out why is the beat so heavy. So while Dolly over there getting packed up, Tika comes over there and was like, Dolly, what's good? Like, I didn't know you and someone would beat out this bad, and then why didn't Lex jump in? Well, she didn't say that, but that's what she was thinking when she came over there.
Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on, switch on. You're busting this.
But Tika wouldn't let up. She needed to know what's tea and what's going on with the big 3. So Dolly was blurting it out random. Dolly said, she said, probably because Lex ate Summer cooch. I said, what? I remember, y'all had said that Summer was the one who according to this episode, it looked like Dolly is the one who outed. So so Tika looked back and was like, I know you fucking me. I don't know good and damn well this girl ain't said that they over there signering. So Tika said, girl, why you over here see what's going on? And Dolly said, I said what I said, tell him I said. Tika goes over the front and was like, Summer, wow, what is going on between you and Dolly? And Summer was like, F Dolly, I don't care. F Dolly, people gonna beat her up again and whoop. And people were like, no, you don't understand. I need real answers. What is going on? Dolly told me that you was running that signal and licking all that you? And at first he called someone on phone, because I was like, what? And she was like, what? I'm trying to see what's going on. Did you not lick the box of licks, girl? People need answers. What's going on? And so I looked at her and said, yep. So I'm a blur and I said, yeah, I licked it and she licked mine too. What's up? I said, what? Because first of all, both of y'all lied. So at first you said let's come and lick you. And then next you said come on and lick you. Whole time you rolled with some licking food. Like licking to the bottom of a Tootsie Roll pocket, you nasty shorts. I can't believe you hold on to walk your ass before you finish. This is disgustingly terrible. I couldn't believe my ears. I didn't want to hear all of this, girl. And then when I look at people's face and see how perplexed she looked, immediately I thought to myself, the last time she did this here was the last time Rashad told her he needed something and they needed to remember that? Girl, people, close your mouth. I'm going to fly in there, girl. You know what they just told me? Whatever they said, like the summer did, they did exactly that and more. Said what I said. And look at that. That spilled that tea and dropped that bomb and then turned around and got patched up by paramedics. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I think Dolly was the one who dropped the bomb. Y'all tell me. What y'all think? Y'all drop it in the comments. Let me get up off of here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Follow me on all platforms, and I'll catch y'all on another day. Bye. Mr. Carol. I'm just getting the book. I don't get a phone.
Come on, get your head switched up. Be smart. Switching off, you're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. Come on, let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your back.
When I watched the episode last time, I let that be spin. Hate that ass come in and did. Hate that ass to be cool. But I did this time, I let it play. Next you know who made this shit for Natalie? But Natalie, you a lucky bitch. It is about. Show me the what you have. I don't care what you have. Me, I be taking you. Me, I be coming back. Oh, you see that? All these is the megalith. I hate that I like this though. Because y'all know how I feel about Natalie. You know? I mean, that Natalie made a song that I really liked. So I just vowed not to play it outside of the song. I mean, outside of the show. So, I ain't gonna lie. Every season, Natalie come on with a vibe for a song. That she do. Every season, that what it is, B-A-B-B-E-E, whatever that's about you. Whoever producer for Natalie, because Natalie is a different. I would be her star on it. But I ain't gonna lie, the one that I know. I ain't gonna lie. You got that chorus and that second half. What she said? Opposites still play a vital role in my conquering the combination of confrontation and pondering. But it is what it is. Natalie, you got your one on your hands there. Good luck with it. Let's move on. The outside mix she had with, oh yeah, that big we outside. That's about to. I just hate to give her the credit.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Manny Pac. It's the... So here comes Saul Alvarez. Are we looking at next...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Nope, that hook won't score. What a fitting stage for this grudge match. This theater has seen a lot of drama over the years, but perhaps none more compelling than this.
This is that place you want to say I fought and now we are here.
Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Those counter punches have to hurt. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like the match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. Counter punching, holding nothing back here in the round. Counter punch right up the middle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, make it so.
Here we go, it's round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you want to hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. If you don't let you get off the ropes, you can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
Oh man, you've got to swarm in the face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit low on the blind side of the referee. Get him, man.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than you.
Punch, counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Counter shot lands. Nobody home with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. I promise you. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing. Because you won hands down.
Shot. Jab slightly off target. The straight right just misses. Perfect counter lands. Believe what we are seeing. Tough to be a judge of this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punch. Catch and shoot. Punch and just got countered. We're going deep into the gas tank on this round. They have no respect for each other's punching power. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao now. Here we go to the 4th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to get in this now?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won hands down.
Oh, Pacquiao is seeing stars after that one.
Now let me also bring this up as well. Because we gotta get real on it still. We're gonna talk about it.
Somehow weathered the storm.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot.
Down goes Pacquiao. Lincoln, you missed a good thing we can watch that all over again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And what it was.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Well, if you get his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
How about that time counter shot? It's bombs away. Big swing and a miss with the hook. And we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Try to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out, flashes a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff it.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood test. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit, and you know you're there with a banger, you've got to be on it. You've got to be confident.
Unlucky. Hold it right there. Pacquiao is rocked. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
A shot from the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Oh, he can small blood. Look at that. He's putting down walls. He knows what shot works and where to land it. They've tried to do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Beautiful counter shot. He just misses with that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won't happen. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao. There's the bell to start round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full power because I know he's going to come. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he does that, I'll be very, very surprised.
Caution being thrown to the wind. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them boots when they want, you want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than you.
There's a counter shot. Back and forth they go. Going a hook, but nice defense there. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. After what we saw in that last round. Round 7, here we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that fantastic.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. He misses with that jab. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like the match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with the hook. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift to have a chin, mate. You know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. But what else can you do?
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao. Here's the bell to start round 8. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot. Jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Got him there. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They're both trying for a knockout. Is Pacquiao going to go down after that shot?
I want to look better about it, but I would blame her if she was to some extent.
And right back into the fray.
Rock caught safely on the jump. What do? You step back. Steady yourself. Recompose yourself, then boom. Back into it. But do not make those mistakes. It's the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Both men step back for just a moment. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, you don't see it very often, but
All he know is I got money, I'm living, all the whole big, small, tall in between want me, and I'm about to take advantage.
Real generals back in the
That's just the
building.
facts of the matter here. Right. Scotty is simply just baby mama number one. Thank you, Carmen. That's literally all she is at this point. The baby mama, and be on light on the baby mama, but heavy on number one. So she got a little emotional behind it. So, needs to do what he feel like he should be doing in this moment, and that's doing him. So yeah, I don't see how anybody wins here. Let me go get Scotty responding to Lemmy. So Scotty then responded not to Lemmy. Scotty must have saw this go viral on the internet, and Scotty responded. Scotty responded to the thing because obviously all of the T pages picked it up. Everybody was like, "Oh, this is messy. Oh, I wonder what Scotty's saying." And let me tell y'all something. Like I told y'all with Janisha and Scotty, both of them and all these other celebrities, they watch the internet. They ain't got nothing else to do. They watching us on the internet. Okay? I need y'all to really, really, really understand. Celebrities don't watch each other, they watch us. So everything we on here saying, they know. Everything that they say, we say about these celebrities, the ones who care, they on here searching so they can know. I need y'all to really understand it. So when Janisha's responding, she not only responded to who she responded to, she responded to us. And when Scotty responded, she was not only responding to who she responded to, she responded to us too. I think it should be on. And did y'all notice that the Zeus Network they posted a lot on the neighborhood talk and the shade room? I don't know if the shade room for sure, but definitely the neighborhood talk. It's like, yeah, I'm assuming, I don't know this to be a fact, but I'm assuming that being on the neighborhood talk is equivalent to like buying a billboard in Times Square. Like, from what I hear, you could just buy a slide or something. And I ain't agree. I just assumed it. I just assumed you could just buy a slide. That's what it's giving. Y'all give me a second. That's why I asked this up, and I probably do, just can't find it. Oh, oh. All right. Let's see. Scotty with the body responds to Janisha John. All right. Y'all see this? Can I make this bigger? What they say? Keep your friends close.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all the work all the way through.
Keep your friends close and enemies closer, something like that. And this is when Janisha was with that man. Let me tell y'all something too. When, not if, and I'm not saying this to be negative because I understand what's coming. When Scotty gets played, do not come on this internet mad that people don't feel bad for him. Listen to me and listen to me good. Not if, but when Scotty gets played, she's doing her karma because it's coming. I want her fan base on him making it with their hand down because the rest of us don't feel bad. We understand what's happening here. A lot of y'all have seen this movie. We started them. I need y'all to pay attention. I just don't want nobody to sit up there and say, oh, you know, y'all wrong. That girl Scotty, this, that, and the third. Girl, please. Please. Somebody help me out. Y'all be careful in these streets. I don't know who need to hit it. I thank God I don't have no man or no friends. Thank you. I'm gonna tell y'all now. Be careful in these streets. These fools be sitting right next to you, plotting on you, girl, ready to bury you down to the ground. Be careful. Let me tell you something about the snake. They don't come in the forms of people you don't know. They always come in the forms of people you do know. People gotta know you to hate you. Niggas think Tanisha feel like she wanted her too.
Hey, now you're switching up. You've got complete
Threes.
the fight's not
Y'all know that's how Krishan got caught up with Blueface in that. It wouldn't surprise me if they was over there scissoring and doing threesomes together, and then Livy started laughing a little. You feel me? Nothing passes me, or nothing surprises me down at the Deuce level. Nothing. Now let's get into the response. I found the child. So Livy responds. I'm sorry. Scotty responds to the whole situation. It says this. It says Scotty goes off on the dish. Y'all have to comment on Scotty's pregnancy. Scotty claims Libby's ex was throwing shade. This is Scotty. She says, don't throw shade. Come be a baddie, babe. And then somebody says, I love you, Scotty, but Janisha didn't even throw shade at all. And she was, and was that Libby got a baby on the way? Is that true or not true? And then Scotty says, was that the question that was asked? It says, no shade. No, it was shade. And then somebody else said, you obviously bothered. Don't make whole statements about a child to do better. Lemmy ain't even it. And then Scotty says, she made plenty of captions, but y'all praise it until I do it back. But Scotty, back up. So I want us to start at the beginning. I want us to start at the beginning. Scotty, Janisha don't owe you nothing. Janisha don't owe you nothing. I need y'all to really understand this. Because see, this is where the delusion starts to kick in. Janisha don't owe Scotty nothing. If Janisha decided today that she was going to take the rest of her days and troll Scotty, she would be well within her right.
Listen,
Janisha
you
don't owe
switched
you
off. What are
nothing,
you
even
doing?
if she wanted to go shit. You going to say that on the shit? You took her number. You took it. Hold on. Somebody go there. Now I ain't gonna do it. Chanel, I saw you that talking about Boo can't read. Your mom can't read, bitch. How about that? Your mom can't read. I can't see under these lights. I don't need to explain that to you. Your name's Shannon. You can't read. Bitch, your mom can't read. Now, Ray, home. Can't read, bitch. Read out read names, bitch. How about that? Read out the names. I saw you, bitch. I can't see. I can read. I can't see. Bitch. Oh, can't read. Well, I think I can't read. I didn't say I can't read, though. They tear me up on Twitter, but I don't care. They call me, they dragging me on Twitter, but I don't give a damn. It's about my standards. But anyway, this is the point, y'all. This is the point. Scary, no nobody owe her nothing. Nothing. Nobody owes Scotty anything. Janisha, you don't owe Scotty anything. You owe Janisha. Right? And here goes Scotty saying, oh, don't get mad when I play back. How, sweetie? How? You're not. See, we started in the middle. Let's start at the beginning. You took that girl old man. And then you got put by that girl old man. Like, girl. Scotty, this ain't gonna look good for you, fat. Let me see. Let me go back to the other video. This not gonna look good for Scotty because I'm telling y'all, listen to me. Mark my words. Mark my words. Well, I mean, Scotty gonna be on this bitch crying. Watch. Scotty gonna be on this bitch crying. And when she started crying and looking like Shell, I don't want to hear nothing. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nothing. When that girl get the crying, because that nigga done took her through that, how the hoes be saying, take me through that, take me through that. Because that nigga done took her through that, I don't want to hear it because it's coming. How you meet them is how you lose them. It is on the way. I'm telling you. And I'm not trying to say it to be negative. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. It's just the truth. So, Janisha, girl, you dodged the bullet. At least I'll say this too. Janisha is smart enough to not get pregnant. And she's smart enough to get a job. She's smart enough to not get pregnant. And she's smart enough to get a job. Where Henny and Scotty just happen to be there. Yeah, that's a big difference. Huge difference. Wait, what? What's all the jobs she got? Somebody was naming her jobs. They say Janisha's a producer on Baddies, Bad Boys, Baddies Gone Wild, Jocelyn Show, Love Cabin, Rolling Show. Damn! And this is the worst part. Janisha probably let Lemmy do what he want to do till he come back home. Facts. We'll see. Now let's move into Bad Dolly. They say Dolly. I said you too. They say Dolly. They say you too. Whatever she be saying. So Bad is about to get canceled. Why? Because Bad Dolly went fall, but she even told the Cold Killer about her kids. So we all know Cold Killer and Dolly had a fight on this last episode of Bad because basically Cold Killer clocked Dolly's teeth. And let me just say this. Cold Killer was absolutely right in everything she did about Bad Dolly versus Summer and Lex. Facts of the matter is, none of these girls is really friends with her. Period, point blank. They were not friends in real life. Dolly is the kind of girl that kind of told on herself. When Dolly said, what she said? When Dolly said, bitch, I done fucked my friends before. My friends. Huge red flag. If you have a friend and y'all fist fight, that's not your friend, my love. Let me say this again. If you or somebody you know have a friend and y'all be fist fighting, y'all not friends. That's not your friend. Friends don't fight. Does that make sense? So right then and there told me, oh, Dolly a cold girl. She begs for keeps. She begs for keeps. I ain't mad at it. But I didn't know that. Then I started paying attention. Lex was the only one heartbroken about the breakup of the big three. Dolly didn't give a damn. She just felt played. Dolly knew coming from under Summer that she wasn't going to get as much camera time. She wasn't going to get as much action with the people. She knew coming from under Summer is almost a wrap for her. Dolly is a beautiful girl sometimes. Dolly is a talented girl maybe. You feel what I'm saying? She do hair, so she is talented. She's not a talented rapper. She does hair, so she is a talented hairdo.
All right, I went over the
But
rules.
anyway,
I want you to protect yourself at all
Dolly doesn't
times.
have a personality.
And what I
Like
say,
Summer,
you must obey.
like Lex does
Good
not
luck.
have a personality. I know y'all mad that I'm not even team nobody because I don't really take teams, but I know y'all mad that I be telling y'all the truth about the situation with Summer, and I'm gonna say it till I can't say it no more. Zeus is literally portraying a scene where that girl is doing worse than what she's doing, and they making y'all hate her more than you already do. And so the women who be on here talking all that stuff, and this is another thing, we don't get to it. Because there's a lot of the women that want Dolly canceled for the things she said about Cold Killer Kid. But y'all the same one laughing, kiki at her. Girls, this is why I say it just dawned on me. I never say I'm not going to banish somebody. But it is. But I did say I was going to tread like a topics on baddest topics. Just pick my point. The reason being is because the fan base. Y'all almost as crazy as the millimeters. Different breed. Because the same girls who are upset that Cold Killer's kids were sad about in a negative way are the same girls that are happy that Summer Liquor falling. That's why I say it's a bunch of unhealed, crazy weirdos. No shade. I just can't. I can watch the show with y'all, but the feedback, when is this? That wasn't really tripping off the breakup. She already knew it was over. It was Lex who was heartbroken. And the comes out, it was because Dolly was the one who came out and said that they slept together. Now, let's be clear. Let's really be clear. The reason why Lex was so heartbroken was for two reasons. Number one, I believe she was in love with someone. And I don't want nobody to say, John Green says Summer never learned to be quiet. Why she gotta be quiet? This is a genuine question. I'm serious. I am really, 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 really serious. I really want to know the psychology behind this. Why is it that Summer gotta be quiet and nobody else?
What's that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off. Don't worry about our round.
I don't know why.
Don't worry about
But
our
I
round.
really
Just go
want
out
somebody in
there
the
and let's
comments to
race.
really help me.
Let's
It's
go.
like y'all want her to be right up to y'all line of where you want her to be, and then if she cross that, you want to thrash her and say, why would she gotta be quiet? Y'all never tell her to be quiet. Y'all never. Biggie is the loudest motherfucker this whole season. Y'all never tell Biggie to be quiet. But because it's summer, and this is why I take it back. That's why. That's why, because y'all hate her. Because y'all don't even know why we hate her. I don't even think it's because she dark skinned. I don't think it's colorism. I think they're being told what to do by the network. Remember, my theory is Zeus is telling y'all to hate some of the crafting this storyline. Like this girl is just so horrible. Bad enough they had y'all thinking she was blowing up Natalie phone last episode. Turns out she only called her what? What? Somebody said Summer go on and on. Summer go on and on. Biggie don't go on and on. I'm trying to see something. Who don't go on and on? Who don't? Y'all mad. Y'all really mad. Y'all is. I don't care what you think. Y'all jealous. Some of a really, really bitch she made. That's what bothers the inside. Not only is she a hood, dirty bitch who made it, she the most popular on the show. It eats y'all up on the inside. Yes, it do. A hood, dirty bitch who was never supposed to make it. Not only made it, she surpassed all of y'all things. I'm talking about popularity. Y'all hate it. Why? Y'all hate it.
Come on, do you want to
It
win this
eats
fight?
away
You got
her
complacent. The fight's
soul.
not over
It
yet.
eats
You
you.
got to go out there
That
and win this
girl
round.
do
You got
nothing
it?
no different from nobody on that show. Y'all hate it. Y'all hate that Summer reminds you of what you could do. Let's talk about it. Summer reminds a lot of the Baddies fans how she made it and I did. How she got to the show and got a fan base and I did. Yep. Facts. Say what you want. Call it how you want. That's why it happens on the subconscious. The subconscious means you think you creating this on thoughts. Zeus Network telling y'all to hate them. Y'all already see. The Zeus Network told you, see your head. But she reminds you of your failures. That's what it is. Summer came out of nothing out the Detroit projects from the Detroit Surroundings. I'm talking about barely making it. You get it? And Summer came on Zoom, blood, dirty bitch, and she can't fight. This is another thing drop, y'all. She can't fight. That eats y'all up. She can't fight neither. And she don't shut up. So you mean you could dismantle this girl face and she still won't talk? That eats away at your soul. It burns your insides like acid. That's a fact. That's a fact. You can't tell me no different. Most of the baddie fans, not all, but most of the baddie fans are delusional. I'm telling you, they delusional. They delusional. And most of the baddies fans are very trickish. So if we all like this one, then we all like this one. If y'all hate this one, if y'all
Come on, you better than that. You've done all your work.
everybody gotta look the same. If anybody comes outside the line, they all become just the worst person in the world. Y'all hate Summer, and I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna move on. You guys, Baddies University, Baddies Zeus Network, y'all hate Summer because she reminds you that you still have failed in life. And that's not her fault. Take a look at the woman in the mirror and start from scratch. Okay? That ain't that girl's fault. That ain't that girl. It's just, and I expected most of y'all to understand. Because most Baddies fans are kind of surface level thinkers. No shade. I'm not even being mean. Y'all are surface level thinkers, meaning y'all only go with what your eyes see and y'all just go from there. So with that being said, I understand why what I'm saying is gonna go over most of people's heads. But listen to me, you may not catch it today, but you'll catch it on another day. Y'all are jealous of what she has become because you haven't become it. Here. Now, Valerie versus, because we're not even on something. We're on down. Because remember, y'all said Summer was the one who outed out the fact that her and Lex were sleeping together. Now, I did see the people that were saying, well, Summer must have outed it first because Summer went live first. I think we would have to guess or figure out who which came first? Were they filming first or was the live first? I don't know when they filmed that specific episode. I'm not really sure. But either way, Summer did go live and say that her and Lex slept together. But if we don't know when they filmed the episode, we don't know what came first. Whether it was Valley exposing it first or Summer exposing it first. So this is what we found on the episode last week, that last week. Or before last. Dolly came on here and Dolly was on the episode, man, because she lasted 10 bitches
Switched off.
by
What are you doing? You need to be focused.
herself.
Do your business.
Where the Lex fans at? Come on, Summer. I got a real question with the Lex fans. Why didn't Lex jump in to help Dolly in none of her fights? This is a genuine question. And I know y'all gonna get on here and say, but no voodoo, nobody jumped her. It don't matter. Just the idea that some brought people in to fight Dolly. Why didn't Lex jump in? Some people gonna say, well, she was between a rock and a hard place because she loves Summer. Her loving Summer don't have nothing to do with knocking the marble pointed out of one of her cousins. Again, why didn't Lex jump in the fight between her and Dolly? What y'all don't want to say is, because Lex is trying to play it cool, so Lex can remain on the show. Lex ain't Dolly's friend. Lex ain't never been Dolly's friend. Lex has always been Summer's business partner and Lex's friend. Okay? And no shit, I'm not saying that she has to jump in, but to see Lex come out of the woodwork like Superman from Mariah Lynn, y'all cannot tell me that the big three would have this long before we knew about it. Lex, you're dirty, bro. But Lex not jumping in none of them fights, or at least trying to mitigate. The only thing Lex did in one of them fights was tell Dolly to stop saying stuff about cold killing skin. That's it. But Lex didn't do nothing. She sat there and watched these girls fight. She watched this girl Dolly tell of all these girls by herself and did nothing. And because of that, you're not gonna tell me no otherwise that Dolly waited till when Tika came over there and talked to Dolly and was like, what's going on between you and Lex? Or what's going on between you and Lex? And that girl turned around and said, I don't know if she just mad because Summer ate her coochie or she ate Summer coochie. That was on purpose. That was on purpose.
Mate, what are you doing? Come on,
Now, that
switch
was
on.
to make it seem like she wasn't saying it like that, or it wasn't like that. I was just saying it, but I wasn't mad at Lex. Bullshit. Bullshit. The only reason why she never tell you she was mad at Lex is because that's somebody she didn't know. Amy on him. Let's really call a thing a thing, call a thing a thing. If Lex was somebody Dolly thought she could really whoop up on, she would have fought Lex too. But Lex ain't the type of girl you just run up on. So Dolly picked her purchase. Picked her poison to say, definitely that no. But I throw some shade for it. That's the only reason why Dolly didn't fight Lex. If Lex fought like Summer, she shouldn't beat the fuck out of Lex. Period, point blank. But Lex the fight, so she got to tread like as she should. Okay? So now Dolly gets over here and says that she didn't realize she spilled the tea between Lex and Summer. The point is, Lex and Summer lied. They both was eating each other's coochie. And Lex Summer was on here saying that Lex's coochie was small and pretty. Y'all, it's a lot. Let's get into this girl talking about first of all, Dolly looks so bad. Dolly got a lot of hair, but Dolly got to stop doing them wigs on her edges. You see right there, all the hair going right there. She don't start looking like Rose. She better stop. She gonna be cradle cat. And then the first person that said,
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp.
Left, right.
So there it is. Dolly admitted to being the one who brought it out. And now we can sit in here and argue and say when the scene was filmed, but Dolly still is the one going to the room. Dolly is the one on the scene because regardless, this is how you know the lie couldn't have been done prior to the scene being filmed. Because if someone went live prior to this scene, I'm pretty positive they would have fought just off of that comment alone. Meaning, Summer, Lex, and Dolly would have had beef off of what Summer said on live the night before. So I don't think that the lie happened before they filmed. What I believe is they filmed, and then once Lex and some of them started getting into it behind the scenes, that's when it seems like Summer came out on TikTok or whatever and said what she said. Because you're not going to tell me that Summer went live and nobody addressed it on the show. I think they would have tried to address it on the show. But either way, Dolly literally sat here and said she didn't realize that she was the one who brought it to the group. Because she was. Dolly would never admit this, but she was mad. Let's get into this video. When Lex was talking to us, she was not really mad at Lex and nothing like that. Girl, bye. I was not mad at Lex. I was not mad at Lex. So irritated, like I was being cool. I was trying to get right there with people because I really came this season just promote my business and get to where I am now, as far as my music and everything. And everybody just kept on wanting that issue with me. Like, they just kept on wanting an issue. Like, what the real people is like outside the TV stuff. All them folks, this girl ain't got time. But instead, trying to create a story is insane. And they could have just been cool nails. I don't know how to fight. Why? Get too scared. See, even get like that, they get too scared. It's good. I would be mad at me. Even if I didn't beat your help. It's one thing for me, me up me. You can beat something. That baby, they put that in your face. Continue to get. I'm telling you, man, and look at Summer's mom. Let's get into Summer's mind about the situation. Episode, you'll see Rich that's a deeper. And deeper goes over to Shirley, like, what's going on with your Lex? Y'all slept together at first. Lex, someone was like, what? And she was like, Dolly said you ate Lex pussy or whatever. And then someone was like, she ate mine and I ate hers. And that's when it really popped off. But Dolly was the one who jumped out the window. Dolly was the one who jumped out the window, and I'm telling you, that's when the truth come out. Let's go over here. So, look at her reacting to her fight with Dolly. I mean, with Lex. That's her acting out the fight between her and someone on the show. She whipped some ass. I ain't gonna lie. But Dolly whipped everybody's ass. She didn't whip. Tape. She did not beat Tape. Y'all think Dolly? I don't think Dolly wants to Tape. I think Tape got it. I think that Tape didn't get her. Tape did a damn good one for her. But you know what I'm saying? No, somebody said the OG is exactly what Lex wanted to be. As you can see she hanging over there with Rolly and Natalie, and Rolly ain't the one to be hanging with because that bitch on her way out the door too. Quiet as kept. I wouldn't hang with no Rolly. Natalie maybe. Rolly, I don't know. Because she on her way out the door. Now let's get into Dolly getting into it about the things she said in reference to the kids. So we all know Cole Killer and Dolly been getting into it real high heavy ever since the show. And we all know Cole Killer had put belt to ass on Dolly Rage. Well, she threw the belt at her. She pointed at her. So she put belt to ass on Dolly because Dolly brought up her kid and Dolly was like, that's what kid, that's what kid, blah, blah, blah. One thing I noticed about when she was saying it was everybody on the show was super cringe. Not because of anything other than the fact that we all moms, and like we understand because we're mothers that in certain things we just don't care about kids because we're all moms. Well, I think Dolly has children. I know Dolly got she was old enough to have a kid. Not Red. I know Dolly has a nephew, but I don't think Dolly has children per se. Okay, so either way, here it is. Dolly gets into the Cole Killer and started saying all type of horrible stuff about the little girl. I'm not going to repeat it, but I'm going to just say there was some stuff regarding essay and all types of stuff, okay? It says, Bad Dolly is facing major backlash after trying to justify disturbing comments about Cole Killer's 6-year-old daughter. Fans say the situation caused a dangerous line and some believe law enforcement should step in. Now, let me say this as well. This was the only time Lex could step in was when Lex went over to Dolly and was like, Dolly, please, don't say that about the kids, Dolly. Dolly, she did the Home Alone kid thing. Please, Dolly, please don't say anything about the kids, Dolly. Please, the kids should be off limit, Dolly. And Dolly's like, man, get away from you with that ugly ass shit. It's stuff, okay? And I don't blame Dolly. If Dolly was drunk enough or off of another beat, she probably would have stole off on Lex. She wasn't hung up that. But anyway, so she responded to the backlash because now everybody knows who's network is like cancel Dolly. Don't cancel Dolly. Don't cancel Dolly. I don't think anybody should be canceled off of Zeus Network because everybody over there just doing what they want to do anyway. But here it is. Because the baddies stand up and the temperamental. As soon as they see something like this, let's cancel Dolly. Let's cancel Dolly. So are we drawing the line and what she said about kids and everything else is good? Y'all have to stop. Let's come back in, but let's get into Dottie response today. Stand out. They don't feel you back in the line. Why? They can be out with number one kid. Bring them a speech. That is our first name. Bring them a speech out of my speaker. Speech so please stop telling them that you come from me, I'm gonna come back to my home. I mean, you started the book about every now, whatever. Baby, please, y'all want me to calm down so bad. Y'all saw I need to sit there and think I was. I'm talking about my business. And I was going, I'm the captain. Y'all was the captain. My boss told me well, I got downstairs, I got to take care for kids, I got some room to drink my hair down there, I got a grand room, all of this stuff for a boss. He didn't say somebody go tell anybody want to like anything else. Yeah, so that's the one saying that she should be canceled because she is the person. It is the good part. She probably should be canceled. You know what? She probably should, but it's bad. Y'all don't care about the kids and the babies. Stop. I'm not gonna let y'all care about all that because y'all don't care about kids and babies. No, you don't. I just don't like the fake morality that people get on badness. It's badness. You can't have borders on badness. This is the place to find God in your morality. Why do you think y'all get to the... I know why. Certain people feel like they get to judge. It's baddies. We scalping bitches over here. Ain't no morality over here. It's whatever and however. That's it. I'm just gonna... No, it's baddies. It's up. Like, no, we're not gonna insert what we want to call morals. No. We either not gonna watch it and not get it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisher. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson. Looking forward to this one, Todd. Time for our tale of the tape. The Gypsy King himself, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man. And here comes the Eastern assassin, Larry Holmes, the man that beat Muhammad Ali, but never has really gotten his just due. Criminally underrated. Let's see what he's got in store for us in this one.
This is going to be an intense down before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Fighting out of the blue corner from Eastern Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Eastern Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
All right, I'm trying. This is too obvious. I want to get it in. I need the hell out of each other here. This is not fun.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Punches have to hurt. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Got out of the way of that right hook. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
Situation like this card will either make or break your fighter because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting anything and anything can break a man or make a man.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, see, that didn't score. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Caution is being thrown to the wind. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
That jab back, just boxing, just be smart.
Now we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations you've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be afraid to get something in. Make your fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your hand clears again, and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Misses with the jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like the match made it happen.
A perfect counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. He'll get knocked out. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fight has a real good flow to it. Big swing and a miss with the hook. How about that time counter shot? Let's talk about Fury in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout with that.
Come on.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to block it. They've got to block it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Straight right just misses. Defense is not an option for these two. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different every second.
Just box him back together.
On to the fourth we go. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
I'll hit you hard type of fight. They exchange punches. Not a lot of punch out, but thought there might be more action here. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than nothing.
He misses with that jab. Nice counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell sometimes.
On to the fifth we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's being hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him up. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
There's a counter shot. The perfect counter lands. That counter shot lands. They miss with the jab. That will do it. They want no more. And that will do it. This fight is over. They have given.
I'll try to go live, but if I don't, I'm telling y'all now, I'm gonna be in New Orleans from tomorrow all the way to Wednesday. I will be back Wednesday where I can go live and do some stuff. Baddies, I will still try to do. Hopefully, that's put that. That is coming back. Anyway, I'm making these y'all. If I don't put that Tuesday morning or Monday morning, it's Monday night. I can get it picked up. But it's still, just know that I will do some business. Don't stick it for me to get to Wednesday. I'm going to be in my hometown enjoying festive meals with Thanksgiving. So y'all. Finish that on stop. But anyway, y'all want to our show and you guys get it good. Now, before we do that, YouTube channel, please keep looking out for it. And welcome to the Summer House. There's some $120 golf and balls and balls. Now, here are my 10 parts. $120 and balls. Welcome back. This is you know, it's like pretty much just content. I really have to say that if I'm not doing it because I love my live here, right? But I'm not going to lie. It's more convincing that I do. Okay, but I'm not keep on. I just got to level it up. And do it again. So I got to start doing more the last could be a joke like it is. I got intended to be, but I got to still put some other content out. But anyways, y'all, let's get right on to the show. I'll wait till I'll wait till Now, before we get into the show, I want to ask y'all a question. Have you ever heard of this? So apparently someone blocked is doing a concert. And I said to her, she's doing it anyway. Now, I think most people are followers. So when I see one person do one thing, I see the rest of the world. You know? So, people would understand because they started saying, they've been running with the people to be listening to the people. And so, she is the people. So, they didn't do it.
Oh, do you want to win this fight? Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about the round. Let's just get out there. Getting back into that fight, and this is his round. He wants to go back out there and win this fight. And he knows this is what he wants. You don't want to go sit back. What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job. There's a god-awful round left. Focus now, focus. Big defense, big defense. Calm yourself down, calm yourself down. Come on, breathe, breathe.
It just looks like it's really, you know, these things we have an expiration or whatever on it, but it looks like it was expired. Just took that out of the and then just all of these people who don't have this spirit of
One, two, three, four. Give me that.
What are you doing? You switched up completely. Right.
That video, a video of her pointing like that. And you can tell with look, she watched Beyonce them too. She got Beyonce them too. All of them get this from Janet Jackson, Paula Abdul. All of
No chance, I'm stupid, wait for it. No brain, no English, limits for. Hold on, too much gotta let go. No pain, no nothing in the glow. No call, no show, I ain't with the go. Too late to say I'm with the arrow. Fuck out way for that info. Feel like I know that we close. Deep down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been there before.
all she is the girl from there.
Now you ain't never that. So cool, gotta do. I gotta run it back. Cold dude. Now you ain't never that. So cool,
And there's no shade.
I gotta run it back.
She said,
Another one one time beat
I see
one. I think my
go back there. Look.
another one last time please yeah. Nah, I ain't live for this yo. Ain't got no
She don't hit them.
with this
So
shit
she
you
goes,
see through.
that's what I call it, the beat though. She does the beat goes off. And she start walking. She go off. And if I go, they really broke up. Broke up. It's a pop. Under all of them. It is the she might be anyways, if y'all in the album and y'all going for this tour, make sure y'all put up. I mean, nothing on my stage without her sharing and everything. She was a dark-skinned black girl. I would be so proud of her. It would be like, girl, how dare you represent? You know what I mean? It'll be like she's just so trashy. But I guess because she's a Latina, it's, it's cool. How clear of her. That's something clear people would do.
Good evening. We are live from one of the world's most beautiful arenas. This is Al Corvette. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. And in this corner, it's Tommy the Duke Morrison. He weighed in at 223 pounds and has a reach of 76 inches. Tommy the Duke Morrison, one of the most entertaining and electrifying heavyweight. Deontay Wilder, he is the Bronze Bomber. Only 216 pounds, but one of the biggest hitters in heavyweight history. This bout out, and of course, we fight outside today, Johnny. So here we go. Should be a good one. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. These two were made for each other. Good punch. Pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
This is something you can never, ever get used to. How many gyms have been outside? How many times have you trained smart and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment will make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but you've watched running around the whole lot.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. And the Bronze Bomber goes down. Lincoln, you missed it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So they made this space to have a goal.
Maybe in the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Deontay Wilder, rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge. There's the bell for round 2. Nice counter shot. Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
Sluggers will hit anything and everything. Your head, your ear, your elbow, your belly button. They are an absolute terror.
Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought, there's no way he's going to finish the round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
At the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. So I've got to respect both of them more than that.
That counter punch got him clean. And Morrison did not handle that punch well. And down goes Morrison. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full pound, because I know he's gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he does that, he's very, very surprised.
Tried to score with the uppercut. Swing and miss with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out. Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? Disaster averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did he tell him?
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Oh, Wilder just got kicked and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode. We're going to need a knockout. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a Very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to block it. They've got to block it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Good punch. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. The perfect counter lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter punch. Trying to land that jab. Misses with the jab. There's a counter shot. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges keep their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to...
There's the belt for round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you want that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower, calm, because if you panic and you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
And Morrison did not handle that punch well. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Indeed, now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Missing with the left hook. Throws the jab, that doesn't score. Nice counter shot. These two fighters are made for one another. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. This is the beginning of round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations you've just been hit, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get sucked in. Make you fight your fight. Hold and tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to put you off.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and movement. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick fire, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots roll. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way to the fight.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Jab does not score. Every time he touches the body, you can see it affects him. Blocks the straight left. They need to be careful they don't push themselves out here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt. There's it. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Can't land that jab. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this one?
It can be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than that.
Good counter punching. Nice counter. Quick punch scores.
What?
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw.
So that they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy? Is it tricky?
And we enter the 8th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you won that hands down.
Miss with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
You've got to run with their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, frightened, and get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Here's the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That uppercut's blocked. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Well done with that counter shot. This round can go either way. 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought the fight a little bit close.
But that probably ain't gonna be here the next 5 years. Girl, let's move on. Congratulations and good luck to Super.
Yeah.
Hopefully she stick by it. And also, Super,